with Ecos Wealth Advisors, and today I have the privilege of speaking with a fellow expert and business owner, Libby Gardner. She owns Stratify, about marketing and brand strategy.
Yeah, so it started in school. I studied communications and business. I took a variety of different marketing courses throughout that time, did an internship, and also did some marketing for my extracurricular activities I was involved in. And then after graduation, I had an interest in sales as well. So I spent 5 years doing sales where I did a lot of new business development and learned a lot about customer service. Throughout that time, I kept being drawn back to marketing. So whether it was helping my current business with their marketing needs, such as social media, merchandise, and I even helped some friends and family.
And what do you believe differentiates small businesses that really get it right when it comes to the brand?
As far as marketing goes, there's a couple areas that I see that really stick out. Connection and consistency. So as far as connection goes, right, people want to feel like they're interacting with a neighbor, right? So someone who's in the community involved and able to do some storytelling, right, and share their journey along the way. And then consistency is strong brands feel really familiar. So whether someone is interacting with your company in person, maybe at an event, or they drive past your sign on the street, to looking at your website, to your social media, from even logo creation to your website to what you're posting weekly, monthly, however often you're posting on social media, right?
Between the different platforms, but then also digital versus print.
Yeah, so as far as digital and print goes, a lot of it needs to work in tandem together. Your target client, where are those people hanging out? Where are we able to target those people? And what do they care about, right? So depending on your business, if you're B2B, B2C, right, a lot of it can change with industry. Mm-hmm. But in those meetings, we kind of discover like, hey, this is kind of the key areas where we see our clients are, and we put a strategy together to target those areas. And then we can kind of evaluate, see how that's working, and pivot.
Financial advising. That's what we do when we meet with clients. It's really listening to see what's important to them, what are their values, what's their story. Mm-hmm. With us, it's about, what's their story with money and their experience with money.
But digital is so important with the way everything is trending, right? Like you have to be up to date and have a digital presence. A lot of it is just even people might meet you in person, right? You might get a lot of referrals in your business, but people are looking at your website, looking at your social media before really, interacting.
If you give our audience like one tip about website design and what's kind of trending with that, because it changes every 5 to 10 years as far as like how much content do you have on there, how much actual text versus images.
The one thing that stands out for specifically websites is we live in a very information overload world, right? So it's easy when you're doing your website to just list every single thing about your company and your history and what you offer. And it's great. You definitely want to give them a holistic picture of what you are. But my suggestion would be to, kind of simplify it a little bit and put yourself in a customer's shoes. So if there are areas I see are increased video content, it's thinking about how are you able to captivate your audience in a quicker and more entertaining way. So that would be one area I would say. It's true professionalism, but there's also authenticity you need to have in social media, right? People can kind of read right through that. Yeah. So I love the quote. It's by Oscar Wilde, "Be yourself, everyone else is already taken." And that's something I always try to keep in mind is, how are you being authentically you?
What's the best way to get a hold of you?
Yeah, my website, stratifynow.com. My email is libby@stratifynow.com, and my number is 248-758-8090.
Thank you so much for putting together in a collaborative way.
Absolutely.